Hello. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be talking about the heart. And this is going to be part of the March series. So it's called March Medicine. Number one is the Fragmented Heart. Have you ever heard those sayings? Maybe when somebody passes or an animal, steps out of the physical, and people will say, a piece of me died that day, a piece of my heart is missing. Those are the sort of things, energetically, examples of how you can have a fragmented heart. And fragmented heart just means, there might be some pieces missing, especially when a loved one steps out of the physical, or maybe somebody really important to you, somehow that relationship is broken. Not broken, but maybe they needed to step away for whatever reason. Those sorts of things. So it's like heartache can cause what people call like a broken heart. So today we're going to be working on the fragmented heart. We're going to be calling all of the pieces. What I think is going to happen is we're going to be calling all of the pieces back so you can have a nice, whole, beautiful heart. And you're thinking about those things, especially if it's someone you loved that has stepped out of the physical, and you can't call them on the telephone, you can't reach out like you would normally do, and that can really, really energetically disrupt the harmony in your heart. And how beautiful that you had that person in your life. How beautiful, how wonderful we can cherish those people. Like even some people like in my past that I can think of, like, people that have come in and left, whether it's, stepping out of the physical, or just maybe I moved to a different location, or maybe that, that relationship already played out and, they're not in your life anymore. It's like I cherish those people because, they made me who I am today. And, some of them weren't all great, and that's okay. But I'm not saying that. It's just that, maybe they taught us some lessons, and I would hope some people that I came into contact with, I hope that they would, feel the same way, that, you come into each other's lives and, there's a reason. And yeah. So now we're just going to focus on the heart. The language is going to come in and help call in those pieces. And this is just going to be, it's going to be really fun. As always, when you're doing energy work, you need to make sure you drink water, lots and lots of water. Afterwards, you will want to take care of yourself. Just listen to yourself, listen to your inner teachers. And if you need to rest. If you need to go for an outdoor walk in nature, hug a tree, just look at some, anything that brings you wonder and awe really helps the heart. It really helps your energy. So go see a sunset, a sunrise. Look at some, if you know where there's a lot of birds, go hang out with the birds. Or in my parents' case, check out the squirrels outside your window and figure out how you can keep them from your bird feeders. Okay, here we go. I'm going to call in the four directions. Gently calling in the four directions. This is going to be gentle. They're all coming in equally, as if forming an equal-sided cross. And you're in the middle, where all of the points meet. Their medicine is going to be flowing into this, and I thank them for being our anchors, our protection, our sentries, our medicine. We're calling in above. And we're calling in below. Calling in all around. Queen Namah Shiva. And if you're still imagining yourself standing in the middle of that equal-sided cross, being protected in a nice, super safe environment, we're also going to be inviting your ancestors in. So calling in the ancestors to stand on this, it's almost like a pathway that crosses and you're right in the middle. Kinamama, shinama, yewa. So your ancestors are coming in. Ooh, getting goosebumps. They're standing on, it seems to me like they're standing on the east and west sides of you. And you get to invite who stands in the north and the south with you. Who are you gonna call in? Who's coming to stand in the north and the south? And put your hand on your heart space. Just going to ask, is this a good time to call in the fragmented pieces, to work on the fragmented pieces? Is this a good time for your highest and best good? They want to work on the surrounding areas of your heart space to get it ready. Almost as if there was something around your heart space that was protecting it, but it also might be suffocating it, or maybe not. Maybe we should reevaluate the protections that we put on our heart to make sure that it's flexible. It's okay to put protections there. I'm not saying it's not okay. It's you have to survive, right? But maybe we could make it more breathable. Let's a few things in and a few things out, so it's not all dammed up. Suffocating. So working on the energy. I see an angel coming in. Working on the energy in this area, like around your heart. You can go ahead and do this with your hands too. Just like wiggle your fingers. Just pretend like you're dusting something off. Ooh, I see the phoenix. Manana yewa kana yewa ma ye ma yewa she na we na ma wota yewa ma titanaki. The phoenix has a crown on his head, or a halo. Kinana ye katata yewa. E nana ye yushtatana yewa. Ye nana yewa shewa. Asking permission for some of the protections to adjust for this. Heart healing. Kuina koko kaima shinama uenama tuita konama shiwa. Mayinama uenama shokai unama ungosewa. Ooh, from the beginning of your time to right now, we're chit-chatting with those protections, maybe some contracts that were written up. Yinama na 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 mayashiwa. We're calling in musical notes. We're calling in ancient scripts. We're calling in Unana Oracle. We would like to have a conversation with the Oracle. The Oracle is coming in and doing something with your third eye. Changing out some filters. Seeing like a red filter being replaced or updated. Updating some filters in the third eye. The old ways will no longer just adjusting it to for the new upgrades. The upgrades are coming. That's why the March medicine series is important. and aligning with your inner teacher. The upgrades are coming. So as the oracle works on our third eye, just imagine if you're seeing any ancient script. And they're talking about the emerald tablets, or jade, or it's the green tablets. And the information, it's floating around. It's just floating around us. Let's imagine that we have a key. You're the key. The language is the key. But let's open up our energy space, this heart space, to let the ancient scripts in, the knowledge in. Kuna, kina, uinama, shinana, yua, unaka, unaka. So imagine the key, opening it up. What does it look like when it's opening? Is it a muscle that might need to just be slightly kutana otita itana oshe washe, a muscle that has contracted? It hasn't had the old script in a while. Kuna, 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 kuna. Maybe this is the fragmentation. Hold your hands out for this help, for the language. The script, the lyrics, the musical notes. Any of this old, dusty information. Blow it off. Blow the dust off. Thank you, dust. Titanana for protecting it. Kina. We are inviting the fragmented pieces back into our heart space. We're inviting the fragmented pieces back into our energy center. We're inviting the filters that'll help us adjust into our third eye. Seeing these integrate in physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Checking with our energy from the top of our head. It's almost as if they're putting a crown on you. What does your crown look like? Own your power. Own your power. Inama, shinama. The crown has this beautiful area right here to help with the filters that they put in, the upgrades that they put in. It's like a holder, kunana na shinama kunana, to help balance it, to help ground it. The earth needs this right now. Poa no yena mau kitanana. So as we're allowing all of this information back into our hearts, in this safe environment, let's also connect with our feet. Feel the feet on the earth, or imagine your feet are on the earth. And there's something that's below the earth, below the ground, within the earth. That might be different for everybody what you see. Kunana shinanama yewa yewa yewa. Just imagine you have vines, roots. You have roots growing out of the bottom of your feet. And those roots are searching for the thing that is special, that's calling out to you, that's inner earth. Kutatana, middle earth. Titanana, shinana, wuinama wakayua, yinana yewa. Seeing those roots searching, searching, searching. And take a deep breath in and release. Going by lots of treasures through the beginning of time to right now that might be in the earth. I'm seeing it going by like porcelain doll pieces, just stories pass. You're just passing through stories, 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 stories. Kina na 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 shinama yewa. Don't get caught up in the stories. Just observe the things that your roots are passing until it gets to its destination. Kilnama papau kutanama uinama uinama yenama yema titanama pau kutanama yema 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 Unae amai kau kanaki a koe i na maui. Ye nana ye ma shina ye ma ue na kitana na ye ma uka e o e na ma shina ma uka e. It's like looking for buried treasure. Ooh na 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 ye ma 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 ye wa uka e na ma ye wa e ka ye wa e. O na ye ma shina ma ue. Asking the earth to move, to reveal. Ui kana shinana kinana ye wai kanana ye nama ye auya. Open, open, open. Ui nama kanana ye na ye ma uaye. Uaye nama shinana ye ui. Seeing it open. Might just be energy that we're looking for. And we're calling in that energy for a direct link through the roots all the way into our heart space. Calling in those fragmented pieces to be whole. Deep breath in. Yenana tonata titoma shima kinima babai. Taking a moment with that. Seeing the flow leveling out. Seeing the flow coming up evenly. Balancing it out into the heart space. Checking in with your heart. Massaging the muscles around. Energetically allowing it to come in. Checking in with the third eye area. Making sure, calling in that it's open. Oh, I see the golden bird. See that it's open up into the crown area. And while we're here, we're going to ask our ancestors that are standing on the east and the west, and anybody you called in from the north to the south, the ethereal beings, if that's what they would like to be called. The ethereal beings, as the ancestors balance us, the ethereal beings, they're going to come in. Kunana, they're working on the crown area. Kunata no kita, kitana shewa, 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 shewa. They know what we need. Kunanana, titanama, shewa, shewa, shewa. For this upgrade, for the pieces of our heart to come back. I'm hearing the word discernment. They're checking in with our energy centers that we're aware of and unaware of from the beginning of our time to right now. Imagine as if you're wearing clothes that are too tight. They used to be your most comfortable clothes, but now they're a little bit uncomfortable because you've grown energetically. So what we're going to be doing is gaining some new clothes, energetically speaking. It almost looks as if we're stepping back into or revealing the beginning of our time, like our seed person, the beginning. What clothes are they bringing in for you? I can see mine, unless that's somebody else's. I'm seeing this beautiful fabric, and it's not like super soft. It's almost as if it's a bit coarse, but that's okay. And it's coming in, and they're placing the new clothing on us that'll fit us better energetically. That reflects who and what we are now. They're giving us new shoes, unless we're barefoot. They're placing things in our hands. What are you getting? I see what I'm getting. I'm getting some books that have gold thread, gold writing. They're beautiful. What's in your hands? Feel these items in your hands. And if you don't know what they are, that's okay too. It may just be you're not meant to know right now, or maybe it's just energy. And figure out where you want to put these things. Just take a moment and figure out where you want to put these things. And then go ahead and place them inside your energetic body. And always just calling in for our guides, ancestors, and the ethereal beings. If our inner teachers will allow these people to pass through, our the invitation. Checking in with the people who have the energetic wings. Check in with your wings if that's you. Relaxing your neck. Relaxing your shoulders. Any tension the wings might be causing you. Shaking the wings off. Any dust, any debris, maybe they're new wings. Checking in with your body just to give you a little bit of a boost for the day. Checking in with the belly, getting some belly issues. Talking to the things that are inside the belly area. How can I help you do your job? Calling in anything, any elementals. Letting go of anything that doesn't belong to you. You have enough. You don't have to hold on to other people's stuff, whether they're here or if I stepped out of the physical. Nobody would want you to hold their stuff. It's not appropriate at this time. It's okay to hold somebody in your heart space, but you don't need to hold them directly in your heart. They need to live their own lives. And so it is. Just take a moment to take a sip of water or sit with the energy work that just happened. It takes a little while to integrate. Remember, take care of yourself. Drink your water. Journal. If you had some things that came up, journal, write, draw. Go for a walk and have a chit-chat with nature, with yourself. About maybe some of the things you just experienced. And as always, I love to hear, like, what kind of crown did you have? Did you see any animals? Those are the things that I really cherish. So if you could put those things down in the comments, I would really appreciate it, because I love it. It's so creative. And I really love how spirit touches everybody differently. Okay, everybody. Happy March.